Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. What you guys are currently looking at are some of the stretching routines that Marcelo DeAngelis or Horse MD was doing going into this Expo Pro Super Show. Now I have to give credit to Horse MD because he was doing everything in his power to try to grow 3 centimeters so he could be a little bit heavier for the classic physique division. But the question I have is, why doesn't he just do men's open bodybuilding? I feel like he potentially feels like he's already a threat in classic physique. Marcelo plans to win the Mr. Olympia this year. Yes, Marcelo said before even having his pro debut that he is going for gold at this year's Mr. Olympia. And I honestly believe that this guy would be better in men's open bodybuilding, because in the classic physique lineup, he stands out as not being the most classic guy with the most classic structure, whereas if he was in an open lineup, he would stand out as being a guy that was a lot more aesthetic. Now, this was after he found out he wasn't making the weight for the classic physique, so he did go and basically do everything in his power to try to come down the 6.6 pounds he needed for the weight cap. And initially, they did tell him that he had 1 day to try to make weight, but he was soon texted a little bit after, and they told him he only had 1 hour. That's what the little rant was on his story. I did take a little time to actually translate all of that myself. But I'm just not sure why Marcelo doesn't go up to the open division. You know, he's trying to compete in classic physique at his first show. He's doing inversion tables. He's doing a lot of stretching. He's doing everything in his power to make weight for his first show, and it just isn't working out. So from the outside looking in, I honestly think he should just go ahead and go up to the open division. Now, going through a lot of his posts, I seen Sergio Oliva Jr. in the comment section, and Sergio was saying the same thing. You know, why limit yourself? But I don't want to be too harsh on Marcelo. I definitely have to give him credit, because after not making the weight cap, he did do everything in his power to try to lose that 6.5 pounds, you know, shadow boxing, running. And initially going into this show, he was saying that he was going to be under the weight cap just in case, but I guess he didn't make it. But just me personally, I'm pretty sure that, you know, he knew his weight, and he probably knew he was a little bit over the weight cap. And this is speculation, but reported over on Bodybuilding BS by Nick Trigilli. It was said that the promoter tried to cheat the show for Horse. Horse apparently hopped on the scale and it said 104 kg, but he screamed out 101. And it was actually the coach of Gabriel Zancanelli that pointed it out. It actually said 104 kg. And people have speculated even further to say that it's possible that Horse MD didn't even have a virus and lost all their weight. A lot of people saying there was potentially just a cover-up because they knew they were going to attempt to lie about the weight in. Now, this is all speculation, guys, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. But I have nothing against Marcelo at all. I honestly think he would be a great open class competitor. But if you're struggling this hard to do your first classic physique show, this may not be the correct division for him. And next, we're going to talk about Gabriel Zancanelli, who actually will be competing in this Expo Pro Super Show. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, his coach was the guy that caught them, I guess, trying to forge the fake weight for the show. But Gabriel Zancanelli is looking incredible at about 1 day out from this show, and I made a video a little while ago, 5 classic physique guys that could challenge Chris Bumstead. I didn't say that he could beat Chris Bumstead, but potentially challenge in the future, yes. This guy is very, very complete, another great Brazilian athlete coming through the ranks, and he's probably going to be able to punch his ticket for the Mr. Olympia this weekend at this Expo Pro Super Show. It definitely would have been great to see him versus Horse MD Marcelo DeAngelis. But the only thing I can say about this guy's physique, he doesn't have the best abs, but he definitely pulls an incredible vacuum. But other than that, he is very, very complete. And Gabriel actually was at last year's Mr. Olympia, but he did not place. He placed 16th. And classic physique is just such a very, very competitive division, guys. I honestly think a lot of the guys outside of the first call out in classic don't really get a good look, but that's just me personally. But there are also a lot of guys, and there's a very deep lineup, so I know the judges have their hands full trying to judge the division. But let me know, as always, in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about Horse MD? How do you guys feel about this incredible physique of Gabriel Zancanelli? As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a rant. I told you guys I would update you if I got more information on Horse MD. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness. If you haven't done so already, like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.